This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The following presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Well, good afternoon and welcome to one of the two Fastpitch fields here on the campus of Heritage High School in Vancouver, Washington. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has one of the semifinal games in the 2026 District 4 Class 3A Fastpitch softball tournament featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Prairie Falcons. My name is Diedrich Allen, and joining me for this broadcast is Jerry Apple.
Hi, Diedrich. I can't think of a better place to be on a Friday afternoon.
Me neither. And, well, Andy's here because he rode down with me.
I did. I made it the whole way.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. And you got us around the traffic.
That's right. Yeah, I'm an excellent navigator.
Hey, man of many talents.
That's
here.
I do it all.
Well, Shelton has an 11-10 overall record. The Highclimbers are coming off Wednesday's 7-1 win over Mountain View, earning this spot in the semifinals. Johnny Gooley pitched another gem for the Highclimbers, going the distance while striking out 12 and walking only 2.
Yeah,
wow.
She was lights out.
Prairie is 14-6 on the season. The Falcons also played Wednesday and beat Kelso 7-4 in a tiebreaker to take the number 1 spot from the Greater St. Helens League. That game went 9 innings. Prairie walked off with the win on Peyton Miller's grand slam home run.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was a pretty exciting game. I was down here for the baseball and the softball game, and it was, back and forth. Fortunately, we were able to watch both fields, and that Prairie and Kelso game, that was a heck of a ball game.
I can't find a record of these two teams playing. So let's look at common opponents this season. They were Mountain View and WF West. As already mentioned, Shelton beat the Thunder Wednesday and were swept in 3 games by the Bearcats. The Falcons shut out Mountain View twice this season, 12-0 on April 24th and 6-0 on April 29th, and beat the team from Chehalis 9-1 on March 26th. That's all the information I could find.
Oh.
Excellent.
Deep dive. Played some good teams and did well. Wow.
All right, so coming up, lineups, batting orders, and, of course, the first pitch. It's the semifinal of the 2026 District 4 Class 3A Fastpitch softball tournament. The Shelton Highclimbers versus the Prairie Falcons from Heritage High School in Vancouver on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Pick your mode, HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PUD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
And we're back here at Heritage High School, just ahead of Shelton and Prairie's semifinal game.
Yep.
It's been a long time since we said semifinal game, referring with the Highclimbers.
Hey, it's a good spot to be.
It's a great spot.
These ladies have been playing hard all year, and they have definitely earned the right to be in this game today, and we're looking forward to a good one.
Yeah, well, Jerry, anything to add before you get into the lineups?
No, I'm very proud of the girls. I'm just proud.
Yep.
That's it. And I've got to know a lot of the parents, and they've got a great group of parents.
Yes, they do.
All right, Jerry, let's get into those lineups.
Okay, first for the Prairie High School Falcons under Coach Robin Mask. Leading off will be the pitcher, number 16, Mackenzie Moore. Batting second is the first baseman, number 3, Peyton Miller. Batting third is the second baseman, number 9, Kylie Moore. Batting cleanup, the designated hitter, number 15, Larkin Hallbreck. Batting fifth, the shortstop is number 12, Emerson Blunt. Batting sixth is the left fielder, number 8, Emily Berquist. Batting seventh is the center fielder, number 2, Alyssa Plew. Batting eighth is the catcher, number 10, Ashton Southard. Batting ninth is Presley Burke, number 4. And batting or playing flex for the Falcons is number 6, Peyton Rogers. That's your starters for the Prairie Falcons. And now your starting lineup for the Shelton Highclimbers under Coach Richard Squire. Batting first is the third baseman, number 27, Abby Falua. Batting second is the left fielder, number 7, Cassandra Tyler. Batting third is the shortstop, number 4, Haley Schaffenhauer. Batting cleanup, your pitcher, number 15, Johnny Gooley. Batting fifth is your right fielder, number 17, Lexi Rowland. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 16, Riley Rowland. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Emmy McFarland, number 42. Batting ninth is the first baseman, number 20, Kaylee Ricks. And behind the plate tonight is your catcher, Michaela Lee, number 11. And that's your starters for the Highclimbers.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. What do we want to talk about Mackenzie Moore on the pitching circle today? We talked about her.
We should.
Yeah. 9 innings, 4 runs, 1 earned, 6 hits, 6 walks, 19 strikeouts, 40 batters faced, 166 pitches, though.
Yeah.
103 of those were strikes.
Yeah, she's a pretty dynamic pitcher. I was watched her quite a bit the other day, and she's got some really good velocity, and she can change speeds really well. She throws a dynamite changeup. She throws a rise ball, and her fastball's got a really nice natural cut. And she's a strike thrower. She's an overpowering pitcher. They play pretty good defense behind her, so Highclimber's going to have to put the bat on the ball, get people on base, and try and rattle her early. I mean, that's the thing about pitchers like this that dominate. If you can get people on base and get them out of their comfort zone, you can really get stuff moving.
Yeah, we'll find out what the Highclimbers do with the first batter coming up. It's Abby
Falua.
Yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
The third baseman, number 27. Boy, Abby, I'm so impressed with her speed and her defensive ability at third base.
Wow.
Yep, she's a heck of a player, and this is the battle this is what you play for. This is why you do all the work in the off season. This is why you come and play these games, is to be in these kinds of spots.
First pitch to Fu is outside corner for strike 1. Get my scoreboard up.
There's no score yet.
I know, but there's other graphics to work on here. All right. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called on the outside. Boy.
Same pitch.
Kidding. Not kidding about location.
Nope, same pitch, same spot. She's gonna live there, and now is when they have to adjust and be ready for those balls that have little wrinkles in them.
Next pitch on the way.
Good take by Abby right there. She had a notion. She checked that swing. They appealed down to the first base umpire. She said no.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter in Abby Faula, or Abigailin. I'm sure she doesn't want that to be known, but, you know, or wants to be called that. Here's a 1-2 swing, and a foul off the first base line out of play, headed into the other softball field.
Yep, good little piece of contact hitting right there by Abby. She's down 2 strikes. She's just trying to get the bat on and use the wheels that she has to get to first base.
So count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Abby Faula, leadoff batter for the Highclimbers. Just underway, no score, obviously. Pitch on the way. That one's popped up. It's playable, but it drops down in front of us.
Yeah, good job again by Abby. You know, she's seen a couple 4 fastballs at this point, and she's or 5 fastballs at this point. And she's battled off 2 tough strikes.
Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Abby Faula, leading things off for the Highclimbers. Pitch on the way. That one was high, and that's going to hit the top of the screen and drop foul.
What a beautiful complex.
Yeah, they do a nice job here.
Something we're missing at Highclimber Field is the netting over everybody's heads.
Yeah, there's nobody has to worry about getting hit in the head with a ball today in the gallery, so that's good.
Pitch on the way. Outside, that's going to be a dropped third strike. We throw to first to make sure, and that's out number 1 for the Highclimbers. I didn't mention what Abby did last game, which is a triple and an RBI.
Yep.
In her 4 plate appearances.
And now up is your second hitter, number 7, the left fielder, Cassandra Tyler.
And Cass was 0 for 3. Of course, I have to bring out that stat.
Yeah, I talked to her quite a bit after the game. She was disappointed because she put the ball in play pretty well all 3 times, but she grounded out. And
just strike 1 there. So 1 out, nobody on to Cassandra Tyler. Here comes pitch on the way. Oh, gee, that was right in my face.
We played the Thunder last week, and we just had some Thunder right here. So
it's because my microphone went down.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's still there. It's just kind of hanging by a thread. That's
doing
all right.
its job, yeah.
It's doing its job.
First baseman and third baseman are anticipating a bunt.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Highclimbers.
That's that changeup, right? I mean, she just pulled the string on that. Cass was way out in front of it, and she swung right through it.
And now up is your third hitter, the shortstop, number 4, Haley Schaffenhauer.
And Haley had a pretty decent game. 2 for 3, double, triple, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Here's first pitch to Haley. It's going to be ball 1.
These are the matchups you love right here. You got good players and good hitters, good pitcher, good hitter, and we're going to see something's got to give here.
Yeah, I like your statement, power against power.
Yes, sir.
Pitch on the way. It's going to be ball 2.
Yeah, we're going to be switching the ball out a lot today. It's raining down here, and it's not warm, and so they're going to be drying the ball off every time it touches the turf and getting a new one in play.
Here's the 2-0 to Schaffenhauer. That's strike 1 called.
And I noticed the left fielder is playing for her to try to go to a left field.
Yeah, I mean, they're pitching her. They're pitching her outside. They've been pitching her outside all year long. So
pitch on the way, and that's going to be ball 3. So 3 balls and 1 strike to Haley Schaffenhauer.
Yeah, they're playing her pretty straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a good hitter. You can't give her a gap. She'll find it.
Here's pitch on the way. Going to be ball 4, so Schaffenhauer heads to first base, and that's the first base runner of the ball game.
And now up is number 15, your pitcher, Johnny Gooley, and I've been very impressed with this freshman. I mean, she doesn't play like a freshman.
No, she's nails. She is a very experienced player, and she's going to be great. She is great already.
Here's first pitch. It's a strike on the outside corner. Strike 1 to Johnny Gooley.
He likes the outside corner with the right-handed batter in the box, but does not like the outside corner with the lefty up there. So
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss by Guru. 0-2. Now, Johnny had a great day in the pitching circle, not so much at the plate.
Yeah.
The last game. Runner goes, and a throw to second. And they got Haley trying to steal the second, and that ends the inning that quickly.
Yeah, that throw down. Haley beat the throw down. She was safe into the bag, but the wet field took her off of the bag, and they got the tag on her after she came off the bag.
Right. So we head to the bottom of the frame. Prairie coming up.
We are taking our best shot to strike out hunger in our community. This spring, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are continuing our partnership to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every strikeout and run scored during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to strike out hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
Pick your mode, HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
And we're back for the bottom of the first inning, no score. Prairie Falcons coming up, Jerry. 1, 2, 3. What do you say?
Yeah, but there
1,
was
2, 3,
2
4,
strikeouts.
Yeah.
There was 2 strikeouts.
Two
There was a
strikeouts
walk.
and a walk, yeah.
And unfortunately, like you mentioned, Andy, that Haley got in there, slid under the tag, but then slid off and was tagged out.
Yeah, this turf is, when it gets wet, it's like a slip and slide, and so they have to adjust their slides and start their slide earlier so that they get there. But, you know, experience is what you get the moment after you need it. So, you learn from that. Everybody takes a page out of that and figures that out. So we had a foul ball come into the field. So
okay.
That's the one drawback of having this complex so close to each other. Go ahead, Jerry. Sorry.
Leading off is the pitcher for Prairie, number 16, Mackenzie Moore.
Yeah, McKenzie was 2 for 2, a double, home run, 3 RBIs. I'm sorry, just an RBI, 3 runs scored. She swings the first pitch, and it's out there, and it's out of here. Oh, my goodness. 1 pitch and a 1-run lead. Wow.
yeah, Mackenzie has been an absolute bomb. She's been a bomb shooter. She's hit, I think that is close to 20, 21 home runs this season, and she hits the middle of it.
I'm surprised, though, Andy, that she's not batting third or fourth.
Well, you know, it's a kind of a new trend in baseball and softball is, you know, the person that's your best hitter, you want them to have the most opportunities to be at bat.
That's true.
Right?
That's true, yeah.
So that's why, like in last season, the Mariners was batting Cal Raleigh second. They wanted him to be at the plate more than he would have been if he was batting third or fourth.
Gotcha. Thank you. The first baseman, number 3, Peyton Miller.
Swings and hits one high, and that's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. See you later. Prairie's up 2-0. Wow.
Well, the good thing nobody was on base.
So back-to-back batters and back-to-back home runs to start things off, and it's 2-0.
Yeah.
Well, the Highclimbers have to learn from this, right? I mean, if they get either one of those two ladies up with nobody on base, they got to be real selective about their pitch, where they're going to pitch, and you know they're great hitters, and you're not going to be able to overpower them, and so you have to be able to locate and change speeds, change eye levels.
And this is number 9, Kylie Moore.
Yeah, and she's second baseman. Let's see.
Yep.
Well, she also hit a home run in their last outing here. Pitch on the way to her. It's going to be high. Well, it's going to be strike 1. A little bit high, but right there in the strike zone. So 0-1.
You know, like Jerry said, you know, those both were solo home runs, and those don't kill you. You know, you just got to keep battling.
Pitch on the way outside. Ball 1-1 the count.
Yeah, you got to draw some kind of a positive out of this.
Yeah, Johnny's tough. She can fight that off.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kaylee Moore. She did have a home run, 1 for 4, 2 RBIs, and a run scored on Wednesday. Pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball. That one is going to be dropping into right field for a base hit. Alexi Rowan will get it into second base on the relay. And there's 1 on, 2 in, and nobody out for Prairie.
And now up is your cleanup hitter, the designated hitter, number 15, Larkin Hallback.
Yeah, Larkin 1 for 4 with a double.
Be interesting to see if they want to get bases, get people moving on the bases. Good pitch.
Big strike 1. So nobody out, 2 in, 1 on. Runner at first and Moore. Batter is going to take a ground ball at the first baseline, and Ricks gets it off the bounce with 1 out to the second. Can't get it into first base for the second out.
That was a great play by Kaylee Ricks right there. She got that lead runner off at second and they had a chance to get her doubled off at first, but wasn't able to get the ball back there in time.
So that's first out in the inning.
And now up is your 5th hitter, the shortstop, number 12, Emerson Blunt.
Takes strike 1. Emerson also 1 for 4 against Kelso on Wednesday. So 1 on, 1 out, 2 in for a Prairie 2-0 ball game. Pitch on the way. It's going to be outside. And the ball gets away. I'm going to have to move that mic, I think. And on the play.
Thunderous.
And I apologize. Emerson Blunt is playing third base.
That's all right. So runner at second base now. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball.
Nice block by Mack behind the plate right there.
So I'm sorry, what is the count?
It's 2-1.
2-1. Okay. All right. Sorry. No scoreboard, so I'm a little in the loss.
Yeah.
Pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball up the first base line. It goes foul. So now it's 2-2, right?
Yep.
All right.
2-2.
2-2. Runner at second base. 2 runs in on solo home runs to start the inning. And Blunt is the batter for the Falcons. They're leading 2-0. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball over to second. Schaffenauer scoops it up. Throws it to first for the out there. On the play, runner goes to third base. So 2 down. And runner at third. 2 in.
Yeah, Haley had a decision to make right there. She may have had time to get the lead runner, but the out at first is a sure out, and so she made the wise decision, threw the ball across for that second out of the inning.
And now up is your left fielder, number 8, Emily Bergquist.
Takes strike 1.
That's a good pitch on the outside corner, well located.
Here's the 0-1 to Bergquist. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
That's the second best pitch, right? A little slower fastball. It wasn't her best pitch. It wasn't her hardest pitch, but it just took a little bit off of it and had her out in front reaching.
So 2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. But the Falcons come away with 2 runs. Leave 1 out there. They lead 2-0. We go to the second. Shelton coming up.
Local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. And we're back for the second inning of play. 2-0. Go ahead, Joe.
Prairie had 2 runs on 3 hits, 2 home runs, 1 single, no errors, 1 left on base, and there was 1 strikeout. And now up is your pitcher, Johnny Cooley, number 15.
Takes strike 1.
Yep, nice change. Start off that at bat. Johnny saw a pretty steady diet of fastballs in that last one. That's a great pitch selection by Mackenzie Moore right there to come up with that change to start it off.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss again. That one kind of climbed a little bit.
Yeah, little rise ball coming from her right there. She's got a pretty good little bunch of arrows in her quiver, and she'll be throwing rise balls and change ups and fastballs. That's kind of how she lives.
Here's the 0-2 to Cooley from Moore. Yes, hit that outside corner for strike 3 and out number 1 for the Highclimbers.
That one looked pretty far outside from my angle.
It did to me too, but hey, we're not the guy who's responsible for that, right?
Yeah. He said we could challenge his calls.
And now up is your right fielder, number 17, Lexi Rowland.
We just don't have anything to back that up. Sorry. Yeah. Pitch on the way to Lexi's high and outside. Ball 1. So 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers. 2-0 ball game. Top of the second, and I didn't change that, so I better change that. There we go. Just a bit low for ball 2. 2-0.
Good job laying off those. Both of them were close, but Lexi did a nice job of letting them go, and she's ahead in the count, 2-0.
All right. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's fouled off.
Kind of a defensive swing right there. That got in on her hands and jammed her a little bit, and she just got that bat around to just kind of make contact with it.
So is it 2-1?
2-1.
2-1, okay. Pitch on the way. Ooh, that's ball 3. That looked better than the pitch that we called Gooley out.
Yeah, may have been low.
So 3 balls, 1 strike. And that's a white walk. That's what I thought. So I thought I was going to call a strike on that one. So.
And now up is your second baseman, number 16, Riley Rowland.
So Lexi on first. Riley's the batter. Pitch on the way. Ooh, that came in fast.
Yeah, she brought some heat on that one.
Wow.
She's probably throwing in the mid-60s, but it's hard to tell. It's really hard to tell.
It's really deceptive.
Now Riley was 2 for 2 with an RBI and a couple of walks. Took strike 2. That was on Wednesday. So 0-2 to Riley Rowland. Lexi Rowland is at first base. Pitch on the way. Outside. Ball 1.
That was that little cutter. You saw that kind of had a snappy little break to it right there at the end. That's she starts that off on the middle part of the plate. That's going to be a tough pitch.
Here's the 1-2. Swing and a fly ball just dropped into right field for a base hit. Both Rowlands are on base. Lexi at second and Riley at first.
Nice play by the right fielder to cut that off, too.
Yep.
Yeah, just out of the reach of the other Moore, Kylie Moore, just over her head.
Great piece of hitting by Riley right there. That ball was on the outside half, and she just went with it and drove it into right field. And you're right, Jerry. That ball could have skipped by that right fielder, and Lexi might still be running.
Yeah. And now up is Emmy McFarland, the center fielder, number 42.
She was 1 for 4 with an RBI. She swings and misses the first pitch on Wednesday.
Yeah, Mackenzie's a good pitcher, and she took note of that. She liked that high ball, and so I would believe that Mackenzie's going to live up there.
Here's a pitch on the way. Going to be strike on the outside corner, a little bit low. 0-2. Yeah.
That's catching outside black, maybe.
So 0-2 to McFarland. Pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball right up the middle. It gets into center field, and the bases are loaded for the Highclimbers.
Great job by Emmy right there. That was a tough pitch to hit. She just drove it right back up the middle. Got the bases loaded here with 1 out. That's a good situation for the Highclimbers. And
yeah,
Kaylee Ricks, a good hitter.
And now up is your first baseman, number 20, Kaylee Ricks.
This is what I was talking about. You get these this pitchers out of their comfort zone. They have to start thinking about spots instead of just throwing it by, and all of a sudden, you got a great confrontation.
And Kaylee's going to step out of the batter's box. Bases are loaded. You've got Emmy McFarland at first, Riley Rowland at second, Lexi Rowland at third for the Highclimbers. 1 out. 2-0 ball game. Prairie on top. Shelton at bat. Kaylee Ricks, first pitch to her. Check swing, but it's strike one called on the outside corner.
That is a gutsy pitch. It starts her off with the change with the bases loaded, and that's a big league pitch right there.
Here's the 0-1 to Kaylee Ricks. Swing and a fly ball. That's going to drop into shallow center field. Here comes Lexi Rowland to score 1, and the bases remain loaded.
And give Kaylee Ricks an RBI single.
Yep, that's great hitting.
It sure is.
So it's 2-1 now. And we're going to get a little meeting in the pitching circle.
That's exactly what the Highclimbers need right here. She's got to be a little bit rattled. She's had 3 straight hits on her.
Yep.
And they're not cheap hits. They're squaring that ball up, getting it out in play, and doing a good job of going station to station on the bases and not trying to force things and just letting the game come to them and keeping the pressure on this pitcher who's probably not very used to having the bases loaded. And it's a great way to play this game. And a lot of credit go to the Highclimbers right here because you go down 2-0 in the first inning, and they said to heck with that, let's go play ball, and here they are.
Right, they didn't get in their heads.
Right.
Now up is your catcher, number 11, Michaela Lee.
Michaela was 1 for 1 with 2 RBIs and a walk on Wednesday.
Prairie's infield is playing up to get the run at the plate.
Here's first pitch to Michaela Lee. High and outside, ball 1.
And those little things, right? Now we got a 1-0 count, batters ahead in the count, pitchers behind, bases loaded, no room for error here.
Here's the 1-0 to Lee. Fastball, fly ball. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Here comes Riley Rowland to score. Around third and coming in is Emmy McFarland, and the Highclimbers are leading 3-2.
Great job by Mac right there, just fisting that ball into right field over the second baseman's head. That's what happens when you play with that infield in, trying to cut the run. You open up those spots that if she was playing at normal depth, that's probably a fairly easy catch for her, but the pressure that you put on with having all the runners on base just opens up holes, and here we are.
And now up is your leadoff hitter, the third baseman, Abby Falua.
She took ball 1.
And give Michaela Lee credit for 2 RBIs.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Michaela's at first. Kylie Ricks is at second. Batter, Abby Faula. Pitch on the way. Going to be ball 2.
And this is the 7th hitter for the Highclimbers here in the second inning.
Yeah.
1 out, 3 in for the Highclimbers. The next pitch on the way for more. Swinging a pop fly. It's going to go head over to the other softball field. And it's 2-1 to Abby Faula. Again, runners at first and second. 3 in, 1 out. Here's the 2-1 to Faula. Strike down the middle of the plate.
Yeah,
boy,
that was hard.
Yeah, 2-2 the count to Abby Faula.
Great spot for Abby right here. She's get that ball in play and use her wheels.
Here's a pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball. Goes foul into the dugout. Ooh. Almost into the dugout. It's headed that way.
She had a nice little slide, or she stopped and her feet slid out, and my hamstrings would have sounded like a harp right there when they were plucking the strings of my hamstrings.
So even on a field like this, it could be slippery.
Oh heck yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I mean, it's obvious. We're seeing that.
Yeah. Yeah, these are slippery when they're wet. That is no doubt about that.
Here's the 2-2.
just a bit outside.
It was outside, and good eye by Abby Falua.
Yep.
Yeah, some of those pitches have been called strikes because you just don't know.
Yeah, that one you saw the catcher reach a little bit more there. Full count.
Yeah, count is full to Abby Falula. 2 on, 3 in, 1 out. That one skips by, so runners are going to go to second and third now.
That's ball 4, right? Is that ball 4?
It is ball 4, so that'll load the bases. Oh, good call there. So the Highclimbers have the bases loaded still, or again, I should say, in this inning.
Like you said, 1 out. Oh.
1 out, 3 in. And here's Cass.
Yeah, Cassandra is 0 for 1.
And the infield's in again here, trying to cut that run at the plate. You know, we talked about that. That's going to open up holes that aren't normally there.
Here's the first pitch to Cassandra Tyler, swing and a miss for strike 1. So 0-1.
Really like to see Cass get on here and bring up Haley.
Next pitch on the way. Going to be strike, and the one gets away from the catcher, and coming in to score is going to be Kaylee Ricks, making it 4-2. And the other batters will advance, or runners advance, I should say. So Lee's at third and Falula's at second. And it makes 4 in here in the inning for the Highclimbers. And that was a strike, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, so 0-2 to Cassandra Tyler.
And that's really good because that takes the double play away.
This pitch on the way, outside. Ball 1-1-2. I think she's aiming for me when she's throwing those balls.
Yeah, we'll let her aim at you. That's high and outside.
Just seems that way. She's like, shut up, man. Here's the 1-2 to Cassandra Tyler. Oh, that's going to be ball 2. So 2-2.
Good eye.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cassandra Tyler. 1 out, 4 in, 2 on. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Highclimbers.
And now up is Haley Schuffenhauer. She is your 9th hitter this inning for the Highclimbers, and she walked back in the first and then was thrown out on a fielder's choice.
First pitch is popped up in the air and headed for the bullpen, and nice catch by the backup. Nice catch attempt in that bullpen by the backup catcher.
Looks like they have somebody warming up down in the bullpen down there.
That way too, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Haley was thrown out at second.
Yes.
I'm sorry. My fault.
Here's the 0-1 to Schuffenhauer. That's ball 1. Ball got away, and Moore came in to cover, but nobody ran.
Yeah, Mac had a great read on that. She was on that ball. She saw it, didn't get far enough away to advance, but she was 100% ready to go. It's a good job down there at third base by Michaela Lee.
1-1 to Haley Schuffenhauer. Pitch on the way. Swung on one that was outside. It's going to be a foul ball, and that's a 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And Haley, of course, is the 9th hitter here for the Highclimbers here in the top of the second.
This pitch will be Mackenzie Moore's 50th.
Pitch on the way. It's going to be high. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Haley Schuffenhauer.
And that sounds good when you talk about just 2 innings.
No, but I mean, she threw 140 the other day, so she's got the strength.
166. Swing and a foul ball.
166 pitches?
166 pitches. 9 innings, but, still,
yeah.
That's a lot. This count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes to Haley Schuffenhauer. Again, Abby Falula is at second. Michaela Lee is at third. 4 in for the Highclimbers. Oh. And it's a drop third strike, and a throw to first is going to end the inning. And we head to the bottom of the second. Highclimbers up 4-2. Prairie coming to bat.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PUD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
And we're back for the bottom of the second inning. 4-2 is our score. Shelton on top, Prairie coming up.
Yeah, the Highclimbers had 4 runs on 4 hits, 4 singles, no errors, and there was 2 left on base, and there was 3 strikeouts.
Yep.
She has a total of 5 strikeouts for the game. Mackenzie Moore does. And now up is your center fielder for Prairie, number 2, Alyssa Plew.
Alyssa was 0 for 2 against Kelso. Shows bunt and bunts it foul.
Yeah, what a heck of a half an inning for the Highclimbers right there. They came back from that adversity and just said, we're here to play. And so Johnny jumps out ahead with that first strike, and it's going to be a heck of a ball game, I have a feeling.
Here's the next pitch is bunted right in front of the plate. Picked up by Fula. Throw to first, and the Flu beat it out. So 1 on.
Nice try by Falua, Abigail, but some speed going down that base.
Yep, she's fast, and she's putting on her sliding mitt, so, you know, she's not afraid to get moving.
And now up is your catcher, number 10, Ashton Southard.
Yeah, Ashton. We'll go back to a game against Seton Catholic on the 8th, and she tried to bunt and missed strike 1.
Yeah, Riley, they had a great shift on right there. You know, you got Kaylee Ricks charging on the bunt and Riley covering the bag, and she snuck in behind her and almost picked her off on first base.
Nice try by Michaela.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Here's the next pitch to Southard. Bunts it up in the air. He's going to hit the turf. Going to be scooped up by Gooley. Throw to first, not in time. Oh, they did. They didn't get it, or they did?
They did not.
They did not, so not in time. So Southard's on first, and Plew is on second for the Falcons. No outs.
I'm going to give that a single.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And that advances Alyssa to second base. And now up is your shortstop, number 4, Presley Burke.
He's got a little meeting in the mound. And
yep, Coach Squire went out to ask what he saw what the umpire saw on that play there. And she told him. He said, "Okay," headed back to the dugout.
And what did he tell the pitcher?
He didn't go to the pitcher. He was talking to the umpire.
He talked to the umpire.
Yeah,
okay.
it's not
he
time.
didn't say anything. Okay.
No, it's not time to talk to Johnny right now. She's 2 bunt singles. There's not much you can do about that when it's bunted well.
Thank you.
Here's the first pitch to Burke. Shows a bunt again, and that's going to be strike 1. And
yeah, that's brutal. You know, you batter squares around to bunt, and you're reaching up to make the catch, and it's hard to pick the ball up, and it fouled off. And it looked like it went off her throwing hand, and that's one of the perils of being back there is you're gonna hit from time to time.
So 0-1 to Burke. Here it comes from Gooley. Shows bunt again. It's going to be ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I really like the Climbers' rotation on these bunts. They got Haley covering third. They got Emmy McFarland coming in from center to cover second.
Another bunt attempt and another miss. 1-2. Good
job there. Now that takes the bunt away, right? She's got 2 strikes, and if you foul off a bunt with 2 strikes on you, you're out. So
play back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean they might.
Next pitch on the way, swinging a pop fly, goes out of play, and the count remains 1-2 to Burke. Presley Burke. I like the name Presley. You don't see it here very often.
Yeah.
Again, Southard at first and Plew at second for the Falcons. Here's a pitch on the way. Be high, ball 2. 2-2. 2 on, nobody out for the Falcons. It's 4-2 Highclimbers. Prairie at bat. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball over to second base, going to the bag, and tagging it will be Riley Rowan. And that's going to be the first out.
Yep,
Got the sure out, though.
Yep, that'll advance the runners. A nice little short hop pick by Riley right there, and a soft little flip to Kaylee at first, and that brings up Mackenzie Moore.
Yep. And Mackenzie, of course, has an RBI and had a home run off that first pitch thrown by Johnny Gooley.
Here's first pitch to her in this at-bat, and it hit her.
Nothing hurt there.
So you load the bases.
Sets up a double play, and you avoid having the big stick at the plate, but now you get to deal with Peyton Miller.
Yep. And Peyton Miller, of course, had a home run back in the first for the second run for Prairie.
So 1 out, 3 on. Here's first pitch to Miller. That's a strike on the outside corner. Same pitch, same location as he's gotten the Highclimbers pretty consistently in this ballgame so far.
He's calling it evenly.
Here's the 0-1. Swinging a fly ball. On the run is Emmy McFarland tagging and coming in to score. Is going to be Plew. And making her way over to third base is Sutherland. And Moore stayed at first. So that's 2 down.
And now up is number 9, your second baseman, Kylie Moore, and she is 1 for 1, had a single.
So 2 out, 2 on, 1 in. Oh, I didn't add that to my scoreboard. It's 4-3. Ooh, that one surprised me. And Mackenzie Moore made her way over to first base, or second base, excuse me, from first.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to look at my device and not looking at the game and paid for it.
Yeah, that one just slipped out of Johnny's hand.
Another one. This one's going to have a runner come in to score. And that's going to be Southern to tie the ball game in. And Moore tried to come in. Oh, they get another one in there as well. They're going to call. The call, she was safe. Tag didn't come down.
They call obstruction on that?
I didn't get it.
I think they called obstruction on the fielder over there, and so she got home on the obstruction. So
another run scored.
Yes.
So Mackenzie Moore scored. Okay, thank you for the clarification.
Let's see what they call it here on the game changer. As we have a little meeting in the pitching circle. Okay, they didn't really tell me. They called it an error here, but I don't think that's right either.
No,
yeah, well.
He was pointing down at the plate and pointed at third base, so I'm pretty sure he's calling obstruction on maybe Abby at third that Mackenzie Moore ran into her on the way in. So if there's obstruction, you get the base.
Okay, so that'll clear the bases, and first pitch in there to Moore is going to be a strike.
Yeah, and she's 1 for 1, has a single.
This is Kylie Moore. It's 2 out. Strike 2 called. 2 out, nobody on. 3 in, and the score is 5-4 in the bottom of the second. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. But the damage was done. Prairie Falcons take a 1-run lead. They lead 5-4. We head to the third.
Yeah, we had obstruction. She completely blocked her on the line. Yep, got it. We come to a full stop.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason Health, United Community, Empowered People, Exceptional Health.
Pick your mode, HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
And we're back here for the third inning. It's a 5-4 Prairie. Highclimbers coming up, however.
Yeah, the Falcons had 3 runs on 2 singles. There was 1 error, and nobody was left on base, and there was 1 strikeout. So Johnny Gooley has 2 strikeouts so far.
So yeah, that we got confirmation from the umpire in between innings there on the obstruction call. It was the runner ran into the third baseman and had to come to a complete stop. So when you run into the fielder in the baseline, you do definitely get the next bag. So it was a good call by him.
And the rain's starting to come down here pretty heavy.
Now
right
Johnny Gooley steps in for the Highclimbers. 0 for 1.
First pitch to Johnny's a swing in strike 1.
Yep, that's that off-speed pitch again. Starting her off with that off-speed one. That's
hey, Jerry. Over your ear. There you go. Now you can hear better.
Thank
probably.
you. Okay.
Pitch on the way. Outside. Just hit that corner. Strike 2.
Thank you.
0-2 to Johnny Gooley. No, just want you to make sure you hear us.
Maybe that's the,
who says I wanted.
Yeah, maybe that's what he's trying to do is avoid hearing it.
Maybe that's true. I don't know. Here's the next pitch on the way and a swing and a miss, and that's out number 1 for the Highclimbers here in the third. And here's Lexi rolling.
Yeah, Lexi rolling the right fielder is up, number 17, and she scored the first run for the Highclimbers back in the second.
Boy, the rain's coming down even harder now.
And she got on by way of a walk.
Yeah, and this is tough conditions to pitch in right here.
Here's first pitch to Lexi's a strike.
And
wow.
she throws a beautiful pitch.
Yeah. As you start talking about it. Boy, oh boy, we're going to downpour. At what point did they say, okay, let's go inside and take a little break here?
Well, the sky looks a little ominous all around.
Yeah, it
so
does.
It's
all right.
These playoff games, they don't want to have to do anything but play them. So
here's next pitch on the way. It's outside, ball 1-1 the count. To Lexi Rowland. 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers. It's a 5-4 ball game with Prairie on top. Shelton at bat. And 1 away. Here's 1-1. That one's going to be low, ball 2, 2-1. I'm so used to looking up at a scoreboard to refresh my memory where we are, and that's not the case here.
Just throw it to me, I'll tell you.
Yeah, okay. I got to, I got this too. I just have to hit the right button. So 2-1 to Lexi Rowland. It's going to be low. That's ball 3, so 3-1 to Lexi.
Yeah, Lexi got on by way of a walk back in the second, so we know that she has a good eye.
Yeah, they were going to delay right now.
Rain delay right now. I don't have a graphic for that just yet, but I'll make one. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. In the rain delay.
3-1 is a count.
3-1 is a count.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix, but vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseuwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we're back here in, Heritage High School's Fastpitch field, the varsity Fastpitch field. And I don't know if you can tell, but the rain's coming down pretty hard. Right now we're in a rain delay. We don't know how long. We're going to wait to see how long this goes.
Yeah, well, I just I pulled out my amateur meteorologist skills right there and looked, and there's quite a cell going over us right now. Little bit of a break behind it. It looks like another good one coming in a little bit. So we may
be here for a while.
Well, this one's going to get over us, and then we might get some game in, and then might have another break here in a little bit.
And I wasn't going to bring the tent, and I wasn't going to set it up because the forecast that I saw earlier today was it'll be fine until in the afternoon. It's supposed to be partly sunny.
Yes.
No, that was the forecast. That was like early this morning. So
there's actually been no sunny since we left town today. So partly sunny is that's a miss on the forecasters. If they say it's got a 1% chance of rain and it rains, they consider that an accurate forecast. And so,
well, they're pretty safe. I got to tell you that. Say that. But I was going to say that I learned recently that with the recent layoffs by the federal government, they can't do anything at the National Weather Service. They don't have any balloons that they can put up. They don't have people, so they're kind of guessing anyways.
Yeah, and interesting, I heard that one of the reasons that not only is it lack of people with weather balloons, but it's they're not letting any balloons in the air for national security issues,
right? Too,
so they don't want anything up in the sky, and so you're right, they're guessing. The radar still works, but the long-term forecast stuff is tough. And it looks like everybody coming back. We might get some ball in here.
Okay.
Well, we were talking about this a little bit before the game, Andy, that the weather is not going to be that much nicer tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we'll get nice Sunday for what it's worth. So
I think in the worst
it
case
won't matter
scenario,
then.
Well, in the worst case scenario, they might move something to it, but a very worst case scenario, move something to Sunday. But we're about ready to play again, underway. So the rain delay wasn't too long, a couple of minutes.
Well, they heard that the hard stuff wasn't going to come down for a while, and we're back here playing ball.
Top of the third, 5-4 Prairie with the lead. Shelton at bat. Lexi Rowland swings and misses.
Strike two.
Yeah, 3 balls and 2 strikes, right?
Yep, full count.
All right. And my tent just dumped a bunch of water right where our table was earlier.
That's why we moved it back.
Yeah, pitch on the way is going to be high. And that will be another walk for Lexi Rowland.
Well, that's the second walk for Lexi.
Yeah.
She led off the scoring spree back in the second of the 4 runs. And hopefully she did it again. And we'll see what happens here with Riley Rowland up. And she scored the second run and is 1 for 1, has a single.
Pitch on the way, outside, strike 1 called. Boy, that spot is just gold today.
Yeah, it's if as a catcher, as a pitcher, you're going to exploit that as much as you can.
Here's the 0-1. It's a swing and a miss for strike 2 to Riley Rowland. Lexi Rowland again at first base, 1 out. Top of the third, 5-4 is our score. Prairie with the lead. Shelton at bat. Just repeating a few people bailed out on us in a rain delay and came right back.
Yeah.
So we're back playing. Short rain delay. Here's a pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive right back to the pitcher. She'll glove it, throw to first, And that's a double play to end the inning. Nice heads-up move by Mackenzie Moore. And we head to the bottom of the frame, still 5-4.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Back for the bottom of the third inning, 5-4. Prairie Falcons with the lead. Jerry, what do you have?
Well, the Falcons, the Highclimbers had no runs, of course, no hits and no errors, but there was a strikeout by Mackenzie Moore, and that's her 6th of the game, and she has 3 walks now. That double play really helped the Falcons get out of that inning.
Yeah, that was a good shot by Riley right back up the middle, but right into the glove of the pitcher, and Lexi was dead meat at first base. She taken one step and froze on the line drive like she could, but she was just too far off the bag for as quick as that got back to Mackenzie Moore on the mound and doubled her off.
And now up is your cleanup hitter, the designated hitter, number 15, Larkin Halbeck, and she got on by way of a fielder's choice.
Takes ball 1.
Back in the first.
On the first pitch to her. So Halbeck.
We're going to go drip, ball, pitch, new ball, pitch, new ball, pitch, new ball.
We get a lot of people in our little tent here.
A lot of tents.
Looking for shelter. Here's the 1-0.
Yeah, he should call this again.
So 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah. And another dry ball coming in.
All day long.
Well, it's lightened up a little bit.
Yeah, it's
a little bit.
Coming in waves right now.
Yeah. Here's the 2-1. It's strike 1.
Nice pitch on that outside corner.
Yeah, there it is.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I'm getting dripped on even underneath the tarp here.
Yeah, I think I have to invest in a new one. That'll be on the list of during the offseason. Pitch on the way, a little ground ball. Slow roller gets picked up by Riley rolling, throw to Kayla Ricks for the out. So 1 away for Prairie.
And now up is number 12, Emerson Blunt, your third baseman, and she grounded out to the shortstop back in the first.
So 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Blunt. A bit low. Ball 1. This pitch on the way, a little fly ball is going to drop in the infield. Picked up by Schaffenauer. Throws a strike to first base, and that's out number 2.
So smooth.
Yeah, boy, Haley got that on a nice hop, and in these conditions, you never know how much water that ball is going to pick up on the turf, and she just fired an absolute laser beam across the infield and took that made that nice play.
And now up is your third hitter of this inning, Emily Berquist, the left fielder, number 8, and she's 0 for 1.
She shows bunt, takes ball 1.
Corner's crashing again.
Yeah. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third we are. 5-4 ball game. Prairie looking to add to the lead, but they have 2 outs and nobody's on. I picked John the way. Gonna be ball 2. 2-0.
Would you say, though, that the artificial turf is a little bit more predictable than, let's say, a regular field?
As in regards to
the hops,
ground ball, yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that you really got to be leery of when it's wet like this is the ball skips; it doesn't bounce.
Yeah.
And that makes a ground ball get you in a real hurry, right? And so it'll just have two bang bang across the field, and it'll be on you, and it doesn't lose a lot of velocity on the way.
Here's the 3-0. Strike on the inside for strike one, 3-1.
Well, she come back and threw a good pitch there.
I just wanted to point out, if that was dirt, we're not playing.
Oh, no doubt about
it.
Oh,
no, definitely not.
Pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's popped out of play.
That's why several times teams have wanted to play at our field or at Shelton High School.
Right, it was not that they wanted to, they just changed the location.
Yeah,
because of the
turf.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's
true. They didn't want to.
Yeah, they want to play at home, but they'd rather play than not play. So
yeah,
and with umpires and schedules and as little room as there is for makeup games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's full count to Bergquist, and she takes ball 4, so she'll head over to first base.
Yeah, there's very little room for makeup games in the schedule, and so they they try to get them in any way they can, and if they have to move them to the other team's field because it's playable, they're going to do it.
We've had that happen, I think, twice this year, a couple times, yeah.
So we're going to have a courtesy runner here. Number 1, Kelly Cady.
Number 7 is Eve Delay.
Delay is what we came
Delay.
up with. But I thought that was a 1. I think it's a number 1.
I think it's 7.
Is it? Okay,
yeah.
Well, she'll turn and look.
Yep, it's a 7.
It's a 7. Okay, never mind. Take that back. So it's Eve.
That was the first walk given up by Johnny Gooley.
She's been pitching through some pretty tough conditions and having pretty good control. Looks like it's lightened up a bit now. We might be able to get a couple of pitches with the same ball.
Alyssa Plew is the batter. She shows bunt, pulls it back, and it's going to be ball 1.
Yeah, Alyssa was the first one to reach on a bunt single. She's fast as can be, and so she's shown that that's how she's going to live, and playing small ball, getting on base.
Here's the 1-0. Bunts it again. That one's going to roll foul. Third baseline. 1-1.
I was good at that. She let that go foul.
Yeah, great job by Mac right there. She was talking to her the whole way, and as soon as it said foul, she said, "Grab it." And, she's and that's a catcher's job, is to be in charge out there and let people know what to do, and she did a dynamite job right there.
So 2 out, 1 on. Runner at first, and 1-1 to Plew. Swing and a miss for strike 2. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Great pitch by Johnny, just kind of right down the belt line, and it took a little off of it.
Here's pitch on the way.
Oh,
strike 3 called, and that will end the inning. We head to the 4th. Shelton coming up.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
All right, we're back here for the 4th inning. Go ahead, Jerry.
Yeah, there was no runs or hits, but there was one left on base, and there was one strikeout by Johnny Gooley, and she had 1 walk. So she has 3 Ks so far for the Highclimbers, and now up leading off for the high climbers here in the top of the fourth is Emmy McFarland, the center fielder, number 42. And she is 1 for 1, scored the third run.
Yeah, Emmy's a great player, and I keep waiting for her to break out and touch a ball. And
first pitch to her is going to be in the turf.
She's a very competitive young lady, and this is a great stage for her right now.
What grade is she in?
I am not sure.
I'm thinking she's a freshman.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm thinking. I had that list somewhere, but I didn't think I printed it out.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. That's a couple freshmen. Oh, wow.
Yeah, future's bright around Highclimberville.
So we finally get a dry ball. Here's the 1-0. Check swing is going to be low, ball 2.
Well, we know that she plays an outstanding center field.
She's the best I've seen play center field in a long time.
Yeah.
She's terrific out there.
Yes.
You look at the lights out there at the center field. There, you can see the water bounce off the top of the wall. It's coming down pretty hard.
The lights look like they're on.
They aren't on. I don't know. Pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball, center field. Oh, almost a great play in center field, but Flew couldn't hang on. And McFarland is on first base.
And give that a single.
Absolutely, no question about it. That was hit on an absolute rope to center field, and
she had to move a lot for that ball too.
Yeah, it was coming in hard, and she's out there shaking her hand because it hit the palm of her hand. And
yeah,
you know, it was good.
And now up is Kaylee Ricks. And Kaylee is the first baseman, number 20. She has an RBI. She has a single. She's 1 for 1 and scored the fourth run for the Highclimbers.
First pitch is a strike on that outside quarter. Keep going there. You're going to get it. So 0-1 to Kaylee Ricks.
It seems like there's a water faucet that somebody's turning on and off right now.
Well, I'm glad they're turning it off right now.
Here's the next pitch on the way. Ooh, swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 to Kaylee Ricks. Emmy McFarland at first base. Nobody out for the Highclimbers here at the top of the fourth. In a 5-4 ball game. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Runner goes. Throw to second. McFarland in there safely with a head first slide.
Yep.
And
Good
you
job.
just demonstrated that speed.
Yep. She did a great job right there of getting down that bag and stopping on the bag this time. So
one away, but a runner at second base.
And now up is Michaela Lee, and Michaela Lee has 2 RBIs so far, has a single.
His first pitch to Michaela. Strike right at the knees. Wow.
And like you said, she's doing a good job back there as the captain, kind of acting like a general.
Yep, she's in charge. She would love to have her get a hit right here and tie this ball game up.
Pitch on the way outside, just missed. Ball 1-1-1. Getting 1 out, 1 on for the Highclimbers. Amy McFarland at second base. Michaela Lee, the batter, with a 1-1 count. First pitch on the way. Ground ball, little dribbler, left there in front, picked up by Moore, throw to first for the out, and McFarland runs and comes in to tie the ball game, just avoided that tag, and the ball actually slipped out of the hand as well. So that makes it 5-5.
That was excellent base running, an excellent job down there by Coach Squire sending her on that throw. And Emmy was at a 45-degree angle rounding that third base, and she slid in and behind the tag. They would have had a tough job getting her.
Here's Abby Fowler taking strike 1.
Yeah, they would have had a tough job making that play on the tag there because she had a great sliding to the back half of that plate.
So 2 out, 1 in, nobody on for the Highclimbers. Here's next pitch, and a little ground ball over to shortstop, picked up there by Russ, and Faula beat it out.
Yes, she did.
Great job by Miller to extend, but just not in time.
Yeah, these guys don't know how to, that's a routine ground ball, and that's an out 95% of the time. But Abby's just too doggone fast, and she's going to get there.
And going back to Michaela Lee, she does get credit for an RBI.
Yeah, okay, good.
All right, here's Cassandra Tyler. 2 out. There's a strike in there.
And Cassandra is 0 for 2 so far in the game.
Abby Faula at first base, 2 down, 1 in.
I am so impressed with her speed.
Yep.
Here's next pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. That's going to be caught on the run by Moore. Kylie records the out, and that'll end the inning, but the Highclimbers even things up. It's all knotted at 5. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Prairie coming up.
Pick your mode. HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PVD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
And we're back for the bottom of the 4th inning. 5-5 is our score.
Yeah, 1 run, 2 singles, no errors, 1 left on base. Is that correct? Okay. And there was 1 strikeout, so Mackenzie Moore now has 7 strikeouts.
Yeah, the Highclimbers battle back to tie the game. It's 5-5 coming into the bottom of the 4th here.
Yes, and
first pitch in there to
up is the catcher, number 10, Ashton Southard, and she scored the 5th run for the Falcons, and she is 1 for 1, has a single.
There's that shift putting Haley, God, doing a blank there for some reason over the 3rd. There's a pop-up. Infield on the run. Faula with the catch. That's out number 1. Now you think you're going to switch up on us? Didn't work.
Yep.
So
I like the alignment shift. I mean, this is a good headsy move by Coach Squire here, putting Haley at 3rd, and you know she's got that great strong arm across the infield. It just makes them have to play the bunt differently.
Swinging a fly ball is out of play, and this is Presley Burke.
Are you surprised that she hasn't gone back?
No, I mean, she'll go back as soon as when this batter's over and Mackenzie Moore comes up next. She'll go back, but right now it's the right move.
Pitch on the way. It'll be ball 1, right? 1-1.
Yep, 1-1.
Okay. Can't see the umpire's left hand at all.
Oh.
So, and the way he did that, I thought he had numbers up, but all right, it's 1-1 to Burke. 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball that goes foul at the 3rd base line. 1-2 to Burke.
I felt like I had some knowledge of this game, but after I listened to you, I've learned a lot.
We know nothing.
There's a lot of moving parts, right? I mean,
here's the 1-2 to Burke. It's going to be ball 2, 2-2. Again, 1 out. Nobody on for the Prairie Falcons, and it's all tied up at 5 in the bottom of the 4th inning. Coming to you from Vancouver, Washington.
You see, now that there's 2 strikes, they move Haley back to shortstop.
Here's pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. Is it playable? It looks like it. Coming in and grabbing it on the run, and near the foul line is Lexi Rowland for out number 2.
2 big outs. You know, you bring the big stick up at the plate by herself. You know, the big long shot doesn't hurt as badly when there's just when there's nobody on base.
And we're here in the bottom of the 4th with 2 outs, and stepping in is Mackenzie Moore. And Mackenzie has scored twice, has a home run, has an RBI, was hit by a pitch.
First pitch outside, going to be low, ball 1.
And probably it wasn't a bad idea to be hit by that pitch.
No,
back in the 2nd.
Yeah, it was. It was fortunate for the Highclimbers in that situation.
Here's the 0-1.
Good job right here. I mean, the Highclimbers are definitely throwing the ball off the plate out of the zone and making her chase. They're going to make a good hitter have to hit their pitch. And, if she gets a walk, she gets a walk.
Pitch on the way. Swinging the ground ball, goes foul.
And a lot of times you get those great hitters that get anxious at the plate because they want to hit the ball, and so they'll chase things that they wouldn't normally, you shouldn't normally swing at to try and put the bat on the ball. So you just stay off the plate, you stay out of the zone, and make her hit pitches she doesn't want to.
So 2 balls and 1 strike. Inside, made McKenzie jump back. Ball 3.
Yep, nothing wrong with that. It's a great pitch. I mean, it's exactly how I would pitch to McKenzie.
So it's a 3-1. Rain has stopped, has it, for the moment. Pitch on the way. And that will be a walk.
The downside of that is you have another good stick right behind her.
Yeah. Well, that's the 3rd time that Mackenzie Moore has gone on base, and now up is the first baseman, number 3, Peyton Miller. Peyton Miller has a home run and also flew out to center field, and she is 1 for 2.
Strike, right?
Yeah, that was a foul ball, and Peyton had a big hitch in that swing, and she was trying to loop that thing and hit it to, I don't know, what's east of us here?
Over there,
yeah.
over the trees.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Washougal?
Yeah.
I don't know. Pitch on the way. Runner goes. Little ground ball foul. Makes it 0-2.
Johnny's way ahead here. It's a good spot for her. She's got to try and make her hit her pitches now.
It's a 2 out, 1 on. And an 0-2 to Miller. Pitch on the way. Strike 3 called, and that's that for the end of the inning. We head to the 5th, still knotted at 5. We'll be back.
We are taking our best shot to strike out hunger in our community. This spring, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and Hood Canal Communications, are continuing our partnership to raise funds to help families keep their pantries stocked. For every strikeout and run scored during this game, Mason Web TV and Hood Canal Communications will donate funds to an area food bank. Those funds will then be leveraged into bulk purchases at wholesale prices for more nutritious, high-demand items. So join us as we shoot to strike out hunger by donating to one of the following food banks.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
And we come back here to the 5th inning of play, and it's 5-5.
Yeah, there was, of course, no runs and no hits, and there was no errors, but there was one left on. And the thing I want to mention about Johnny Gooley, she has 4 strikeouts now, and she is starting to get her control. I mean, she's doing well the last couple innings.
Oh, yeah, she's been pitching well. Haley Schaffenauer's in the box.
Yep.
His first pitch to her, swing, and that one's going to be fouled off.
And Haley is 0 for 1, walked in the first and struck out in the second. Yeah, it's nice to see that she has settled down and done well the last 2 innings.
Here's the 0-1. Get low and away, ball 1, 1-1. To Haley Schaffenauer. Leading things off for the Highclimbers here in the 5th inning in a 5-5 game. Pitch on the way. Ball 2-1.
And as many of you know, Haley, of course, is going to be going to the University of Illinois next year to play Fastpitch.
Yep, she's pretty excited about that.
Oh, she is. So's her mom, and so's her grandparents.
Here's a swing and a foul off, making it 2-2 on the count to Haley Schaffenauer.
I asked them how many times are they going to go back to Champaign, Illinois.
Yeah.
You know.
What was their answer?
Yes. Several times.
Yeah.
As often as possible, I'm sure. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a little ground ball over to first base, and Miller will glove it and take a couple steps and touch on the bag, and that's out number 1 for the Highclimbers.
And now up is your pitcher, Johnny Gooley. And Johnny is 0 for 2.
Good spot for Johnny to break out right here. She's a great hitter, and she squares one up. She'll put one in a gap.
First pitch to Johnny. It's going to be a strike on that outside corner.
And she's one of those that can stretch a single into a double.
Yeah, she can, but these girls are playing good defense behind them, and
yeah,
you know, you don't want to make outs on the bases.
Yeah.
Next pitch on the way, a little ground ball, kind of stop there in the front. Moore will pick it up in front of her and throw over to first just in time for out number 2.
And that was a nice play by the first baseman to get that.
Yeah,
scoop that up.
Yep, a little bit low over there, and she just got her glove under it and made a nice play.
And now up is Lexi Rowland, the right fielder, number 17. Lexi has got on by way of a walk twice.
First pitch to Lexi is a fly ball just off the glove of the right fielder, Rogers. And Lexi's going to motor her way to second base and hold up there.
Okay, you know what I'm going to ask you now.
It's too hard hit. It's a hard hit ball, and that's a double for me all the way.
Okay, I will concur. Thank you.
Here's Riley Rowland.
Yeah, it's just hit too hard, and that's a tough play. It's right at her, and you know, I'm gonna give her a double on that.
Yeah. And now up is your second baseman, number 16, Riley Rowland, and Riley has scored a run back in the second, had a single, and then hit into a double play in the third, so she's 1 for 2.
And we're going to get a courtesy runner here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to get a pinch runner, and they'll probably re-enter Lexi into the outfield. But we've got number 1, Gabby Murphy, coming in to run for Lexi on second base.
And Gabby has done a lot of pinch running.
Yeah, she's a great
courtesy running,
courtesy pinch, whatever the case may be. She's their first person that they go to in when they need a runner. And
yep,
she runs the bases well. She's smart on the paths, and Riley's got a good opportunity to put the Climbers in the lead right here.
First pitch to Riley is a ground ball, gets into left field for a base hit, and Murphy ends up at third base. And there's 2 out, by the way. I'm going to remind everybody there's 2 out. And there's 2 on.
And now up is Emmy McFarland, the center fielder, number 42. She's 2 for 2, has 2 singles, and has scored twice.
Yeah, Emmy is, I got confirmation, Emmy is in fact a freshman, and I would have lost a bet on that because she does not play like a freshman either, you know, but good spot for her. They got runners on the corners right here, and she's a good hitter.
There's 2 out. Here's the first pitch to Emmy McFarland. She popped it up.
Get out of here.
It's
Get out of here.
Back
Get out of here.
Field.
Get out of here.
See you later in the trees. And a 3-run shot.
And that is a huge shot by Emmy in a great time. That was no doubter the whole way. You know, I was yelling at it, but I'm just get excited about this kind of stuff. But that was a amazing shot, and here we are.
Well, 3 RBIs.
Yeah,
she's
3
for 3.
5. Makes it 8-5. Just to put that emphasis on 8-5.
Yep.
Highclimbers take the lead back.
Now up is your first baseman, number 20, Kaylee Ricks, and Kaylee is 1 for 2, has a single, has an RBI, and is struck out.
Swung and missed the first one.
What a hit. What an opportunity. Just great.
Focus on the batters.
Yeah. Here we go. We got Kaylee up here.
Yeah, she took strike 1.
But it's hard not to get excited.
Pitch on the way. Going to be ball 1. 1-1 to Kaylee Ricks. 2 out, 3 in for the Highclimbers here, top of the 5th inning. It's 8-5. This pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's going to be strike 2. 1-2.
Mackenzie Moore reached back and got a little extra on that pitch and brought it. She's probably a little frustrated out there. I mean, looks like she's at 91 pitches on the day right now.
That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a 1-2 from Moore to Ricks. Swing and a miss, and that will end the inning. But the Highclimbers get 3 and take the lead. We head to the bottom of the frame. See what the Falcons can do.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Vape companies have a history of targeting teens. Now that they've been caught red-handed marketing to minors in Washington state and forced to pay millions in a major lawsuit, when it comes to your health, choose what matters. Choose you. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we're back for the bottom of the 5th inning. 8-5 is our score. Shelton took the lead in their half.
Yeah, the Highclimbers had 3 runs on a 3-run home run, and had a double, had a single. There was no errors. There was nobody left on base, and Mackenzie Moore picked up one more strikeout for 8 strikeouts in the ball game. And leading off for the Prairie Falcons will be Kylie Moore. Kylie is 1 for 2, has a single and struck out.
And Kylie waits for first pitch from Johnny. It'll be a high and outside, ball 1.
It's a great spot for the Highclimbers. They got a 3-run lead late in the game. They just got to play compose and play their defensive style of softball here, and it's going to be a good deal.
Swing and a miss. And the next pitch, 1-1 to Kylie Moore. Leading things off for the Prairie Falcons here, trailing 8-5. This pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Actually a foul tip, but it's still a strike. Either way you call it.
Yep.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Kylie Moore.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's already the top of the 6th.
Yeah, even with the rain delay.
Bottom of the 5th.
Bottom of the 5.
Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, bottom of the 5th, yeah, excuse me. Maybe I'm trying to make it go too fast.
Yeah.
Well, you used to be with it used to be the way we usually do home games. This is an away game.
Right.
So 1 out.
And Larkin Halbeck, the designated hitter, number
just a
15,
ground ball that he gets into left field. She heads to first base.
And now she got her first hit there, so she's 1 for 3. And now up is your Emerson Blunt, number 12, the third baseman, and she is 0 for 2, has grounded out to the shortstop twice.
Looks like we might have a runner here for Larkin making a substitution. They're putting number 6. Number six really? She's the flex player, so okay, she can enter in as a runner.
Yeah, that'd be Peyton Rogers. So Rogers will go to first base. 1 out, 1 on for the Prairie Falcons.
The flex is in for DP, and also record that 17 is back in the game.
Okay, thank you. So Peyton Rogers is going to enter into the game in the DP spot, and Larkin Halbach will come out.
And I just wanted to clarify that it is the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, my graphics do say that, don't they? Yes, they do.
Huh?
My graphics say that, so okay. Here's Blunt. She'll swing in. She'll foul the first pitch off. 1 out, 1 on for Prairie. In the bottom of the which inning?
This is the bottom of 5.
Yep.
Now that we've established that completely. Here's the 0-1. It's going to be high, ball 1, 1-1. To Blunt.
Mac tried a little back pick right there, but she was able to slide back into the bag.
Here's the 1-1 on the way to Blunt. Swing and a miss.
Off-speed pitch there.
Here's a 1-2 for Blunt. Again, 1 out, 1 on. We're going to have a timeout before that.
Huh.
And Coach Squire comes out to talk to the infield. Am I hearing the rain starting up again? Yep, it is. So, all right. A little bit of a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Squire's just getting everybody on the same page out there, doing a nice job.
Johnny Gooley, it's 73 pitches. About what you would expect at this point in the ball game.
Yeah. About an average count, yeah.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Blunt, 1 on. And that's Rogers over there at the first base for Prairie. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 2.
Great pitch by Johnny right there. She just took a little bit off of that and had her out on that front foot.
And now up is your left fielder, number 8, Emily Bergquist. And Emily is 0 for 1, struck out back in the first and had a walk in the third.
First pitch low.
Nice dig by Mac right there. She kept that ball right there in her glove, and good job.
2 out, 1 on. Runner at first base. Here's pitch on the way. Swing and a pop fly is going to be out of play. So 1-1 to Bergquist. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 on for the Falcons. Pitch on the way. Outside. Ball 2. Another throw over to first. And Rogers gets back safely. Here's the 2-1. High. Makes it 3-1. Pitch on the way, going to be low, and that'll walk Bergquist. So runners at first and second for the Prairie Falcons. 2 out.
And now up is your center fielder, number 2, Alyssa Plew. She is 1 for 2. Single, scored a run, and has struck out.
First pitch to her. Strike 1.
Great pitch by Johnny right there.
Boy, that ball came out of nowhere. Jeez.
That's a weird spot for a ball to just come out of nowhere.
Come out of nowhere. I know, weird.
0-1 count, though. Johnny's ahead right here.
So 2 out, 2 on. Runners at first and second. Shows a bunt, and she bunts it foul. Does Plew. So 0-2. I'm thinking Alyssa's going to be working on her bunts at the end of this ball game.
Yeah, she got that really nice bunt first in the first at bat, and now with 2 strikes, she's got to be up there swinging.
So 0-2 to Plew with runners at first and second. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Now we head to the 6th. 8-5. Shelton. They're coming up. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
So we're back here for the top of the 6th inning. You hear that substitution?
Yeah, it sounded like 15 came back in for 6. So the flex is gone, which is interesting. I don't know why they wouldn't just keep her. I don't understand that flex very well. But
8-5 is their score. Shelton on top.
Yeah.
Highclimbers coming to bat.
No runs in the bottom. One hit, no errors, 2 left on base, 3 strikeouts by Johnny Gooley for now a total of 7 strikeouts.
Ball or a strike?
that was a ball.
That was a ball.
Yep, Michaela took ball 1.
Yeah, Michaela Lee's the batter. For second pitch to her, it's a swing and a miss for 1-1. Sorry, I was just so listening to Jerry intently, and I missed the play.
Oh, sorry.
It's a pitch on the way. It's going to be high. Ball 2-2-1. No, it's not your fault.
Michaela Lee is 1 for 2, has a single, has 3 RBIs already. 3.
Yeah, it's a good job by Michaela. She's been had a good day at the plate so far. I'd like to see her start this one off and get on base again.
So she has a 2-1 pitch on the way. It's going to be strike 2. 2-2. To Michaela Lee, leading things off for the Highclimbers here in the top of the 6th. Shelton up 8-5. Pitch on the way. Swing, that one popped up. Is it playable? Yes, it is. Coming in to get it will be Blunt, and then at the out number 1. So 1 down.
And now up is Abby Falua. And Abby had a single back in the 4th, had a walk in the 2nd, and struck out in the 1st. So she's 1 for 2 so far.
Your first pitch to her. It's going to be a ball.
And did she demonstrate her speed and getting down that first base for that single?
Absolutely. It's speed does not slump.
Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Kind of took a hack at that, trying to beat it into the ground and use those wheels. She knows what her strength is.
So 1 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers. Abby Falula waits for the 0-2 and gets ball 1. Okay.
How many pitches is that for McKenzie?
99.
But like you said, she's
strong. She can go 2 ones a count.
Swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 2.
No, that's 2-2.
2-2.
2-2.
2-2. Why do I have that on? Okay, never mind. I pushed the wrong button. My bad. So 2-2. I got all these things that tell me things, and you guys, and I still get it wrong. Pitch on the way. It's going to be ball 3. So the count's full now, right?
Full count.
Yeah, okay.
Full count. 1 out.
Okay.
Top of 6.
Thank you. 8-5.
Abby Falula up to bat.
Trying to get a couple more insurance runs.
Yeah.
Next pitch on the way. It's going to be a foul ball, and Abby got a piece of that one. She's going to say, really?
Great job by Abby battling that pitch off. It was low in the zone. It would have been strike 3, but she put the bat on it, and it's going to make her throw another pitch here.
Here's 3-2 pitch to Falula. Fastball. That's
ball 4.
Ball 4, isn't it? Okay, so Abby heads to first base. Kind of surprised that's what she kind of looks like. So 1 on, 1 out. Here's Cassandra Tyler.
Yeah, and Cassandra, a left fielder, number 7, is 0 for 3.
Cassandra's she's been dealing with a little bit of an oblique injury. But she said she felt great today. So
good.
Yeah.
I know how that feels. Pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball over to second base. Throw to second base, and that's 1 out. But I think Cassandra beat that throw, did she not? Yes, she did.
Yeah, and then they dropped the ball anyhow, but she's out with the fielder's choice.
So it's 2 down and 1 on with Cassandra Tyler at first base. And here is Haley Schuffenhauer.
Well, and if you want the right person up to bat right now, we've got it. Haley's a great hitter. We know that.
First pitch to her.
And she's 0 for 2. Did have a walk back in the 1st.
Low and away on that first pitch.
Yeah, it's definitely the outside corner on the left-handed batter is not the same as the right-handed batter.
Next pitch on the way. Ooh, swing and a miss. And ball popped out of the catcher's glove, but Taylor held up. Didn't take off. So 1-1 the count to Haley Schuffenhauer, with Cassandra Tyler at first, 2 out for the Highclimbers here. Top of the 6th. In an 8-5 game. Pitch on the way. Ball 2, 2-1.
Hitters count. 2-1. She definitely doesn't want to go 3-1 with Haley. And
pitch on the way. But she does.
Now it's really a hitter's count. Haley's going to sit on something that she can drive and she can hit a long ways. And if it's not right down the middle, she might not swing at it.
Here's the 3-1. Going to be a walk. So the Highclimbers have runners at first and second now.
Second walk for Haley Schuffenhauer.
2 out, 2 on. Here's Johnny Gooley.
Yeah, and Johnny Gooley, or the pitcher, number 15, is 0 for 3.
And that means she's due.
Yep, she is.
First pitch to her, she fouled that one off. Foul play.
Nice little off-speed pitch by Mackenzie Moore right there. Got Johnny out in front of it.
This is the 5th hitter for the Highclimbers here in the top of the 6th.
Again, 2 out and 2 on. Runners at first and second. Johnny Gooley waits for the 0-1. Comes in, drops in, but it's high, ball 1. 1-1.
Mackenzie Moore with a long look in at the plate right there, and catcher's asking where it was, and umpire said high.
So 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnny Gooley. Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. So 1 and 2. Again, Haley Schuffenhauer is at first. Cassandra Tyler is at second. 2 out, 2 on, and a 1-2 count to Johnny Gooley. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. And that ends the inning. So we head to the bottom of the room. I was just hesitated there. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Pick your mode. HCC brings the speed. Streaming, working, or chilling, Internet a la mode is fast, reliable internet built for every mode of life. Always smooth and never frozen. New customers get free installation, and referring a friend, that's a double scoop. Both of you get a $50 referral credit. Some restrictions may apply. Hood Canal Communications. Call 360-898-2481 or visit hcc.net.
Nicotine in vapes can increase feelings of anxiety and depression. Though quitting isn't always easy, it's a great way to care for your mental health. When you're ready to take control of your well-being, choose the Tomorrow Health app. It's free for Washington teens and proven to work. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we're back for the bottom of the 6th inning. 8-5 still our score. Jerry? Oh, I've turned down the wrong mic. Sorry. Go ahead, Jerry.
Okay, thank you. There was 2 left on base. There was 1 strikeout and 2 walks given up by Heritage. Excuse me.
Mackenzie
Prairie.
Yep.
You had it right there the first
by
time.
The Falcons.
Yeah.
So.
Right. Ashton.
Yeah. That's 9
Southern.
strikeouts for Mackenzie Moore. Okay, now up is your catcher, Ashton Southern, and
she bunts the first pitch to the pitcher, Gooley. Gooley picks it up, throws over to first with Riley Rowland covering. Jerry, you just got to be quicker. Haven't you learned that yet?
I'm slowing down as the game goes along.
Yeah, I was out number 1.
Yep. And now up is Presley Burke, and Presley is 0 for 2. Grounded out to the second baseman, flown out to the right fielder.
So 1 out, nobody on for the Falcons. There's a swing and a pop fly over there to right field. Getting under it will be Lexi Rowland, and that'll be out number 2.
Again, those are 2 humongous outs to start this inning off, because that brings up the leadoff hitter, Mackenzie Moore, who's, she's got a big homer in the game, and Putting her up there with nobody on base is exactly the way the Highclimbers wanted this inning to start to play out.
Yeah, Mackenzie Moore, of course, is 1 for 1. Has a home run, scored the first run, and has also scored a second run. It's been hit by a pitcher and has a walk.
First pitch was a ball. Moore waits for the 1-0 from Maguli. Swing and a line drive right up into center field. And McKenzie turned to first base and went back.
There is another example of Emmy playing just a dynamite center field. She played that off the wall, got that ball back into the infield, and kept that hard hit ball. Kept McKenzie to a single on that. So great job of playing that ball out there, and great job.
Yeah, Peyton Miller is up now. She's 1 for 3, but did have a home run back in the first inning and scored the second run for the Falcons.
First pitch to her is in the turf, ball 1. So 2 out, 1 on. Mackenzie Moore at first base, Peyton Miller the batter.
Johnny's going to switch the ball out.
The rain has kind of stopped for the moment. We're glad to see that.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-0. Check swing, it's strike 1 called, so 1-1.
It's been a strike all day. Yeah, and here we are. Prairie not used to playing from behind, and, they're feeling the pressure right now.
Here's the 1-1. Swinging a little slow roller over to second base. Rolling up with it, throws to Ricks for the out, and that ends the inning. We head to the 7th inning to play. Shelton 8, Prairie 5. We'll be back.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Shelton 8, Prairie 5. The Highclimbers are coming up.
Yeah, Prairie had no runs. They had 1 single. They left 1 on base. Johnny Gooley has 7 strikeouts, 3 walks so far. And leading off will be Lexi Rowland, the right fielder, and she is having a good night. She is 1 for 1, had a double, scored twice, and has gone on base also by way of walk twice.
First pitch to Lexi is low and in the turf. Ball 1.
The middle of this lineup for the Highclimbers been pretty doggone productive today, and Lexi's been on base. Riley's following her up. The Highclimbers are in a great spot right here.
Get a 3-run lead. Here's the next pitch on the way. It hits that corner for strike 1, 1-1. Here comes a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
Big off-speed changeup right there. Great pitch. Mackenzie Moore, that was a dynamite pitch, and it's Lexi was way out in front.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter for the Highclimbers. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 1 in the top of the 7th.
And now up is Riley Rowland, the second baseman, number 16. And she is 2 for 3, has scored twice, 2 singles.
His first pitch to Riley, little ground ball over the shortstop. Burke with it, throws it across just in time. for out number 2.
Nice play by the shortstop.
Yeah, Burke did a good job. Miller right there. So 2 down.
And now up is Emmy McFarland. And Emmy, wow, she's 3 for 3, 2 singles, has a home run, has 3 RBIs, and has scored 3 times.
First pitch to McFarland is a swing and a miss.
She's a little juiced up from that last swing that she had, and now she's going to settle in on this at bat. Way out in front of that last pitch. Again, great pitch selection by Mackenzie Moore right there.
2 out, nobody on. Here's the 0-1. McFarland. Boy, almost took out the game changer camera over there.
Yeah. It's a high pitch. Coming in hot.
Yeah.
So 1-1.
Emmy likes the high pitches, but not that high.
Yeah.
Pitch on the way. It's going to be low, that one. Took a weird bounce. Boy, did it take a weird bounce.
Just hit the front of the plate and,
Yeah.
hit that angle and bounce right straight up.
That was a weird. I don't think I've seen that one.
That's very, very, very uncommon.
2 balls, 1 strike, 2 out, nobody on for the Highclimbers. Top of this.
Ooh!
And that came in pretty hot and hit Emmy in the shoulder. That puts her over at first base.
Yeah, that one's going to leave a mark. It hit her square in the shoulder, and she's a little hunched up down there, and they're going to give her time to make sure she's right. Mackenzie, there's no intent on that. She was pretty upset after that pitch hit her, but Emmy's tough. She's
and that's the 4th time Emmy's gone on base.
Yeah, she's doing the job.
So 2 out, 1 on. And Kaylee Ricks will be the batter.
And Kaylee is 1 for 3, has an RBI, has scored once.
So 2 out, 1 on. Emmy McFarland is at first base, and Kaylee Ricks waits for the first pitch from Moore. Runner goes, throw to second, and McFarland just holds on to the bag.
Yeah, great slide by Emmy out there. She was way outside the bag, and she just making it the longest tag as possible and slid in safely and was able to keep her hand on the bag.
So runner at second base for the Highclimbers. Pitch on the way. It's going to be, what's 1-1? Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
Great opportunity for Kaylee Ricks here to pick up Emmy at front, bring her in from second.
Next pitch on the way outside. Ooh. Oh, that hit the outside corner. Yeah. Ball 1, strike 2. 2 out, 1 on. Runner at second base and Amy McFarland. Kaylee Ricks back in, excuse me. With a 1-2. Swinging that one, headed over to Andy. Boy, count remains 1 and 2. Boy, oh boy.
That was on me in a hurry. That one would have got me in the lips.
Jeez. It's the dangers of sitting here.
Yeah.
But we're glad we have protection. Here's a 1-2 count again. Swing and a miss, and that'll end the inning. So we head to the bottom of the frame.
It's hang on time.
Yeah, the Prairie. But we're down to the last 3 outs. It's 8-5. Shelton will be back.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PUD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
When life gets stressful, reaching for a vape might seem like a quick fix. But vaping can actually make feelings of anxiety and depression worse each time you vape. Nicotine tricks your brain into feeling rewarded, and the more you vape, the more nicotine receptors your brain creates. Over time, your body needs more and more nicotine to feel good, and when you can't get enough, you can experience withdrawal symptoms like anxiety, mood swings, and depression. Learn more at chooseuwa.org. Brought to you by Mason County Public Health and Mason County Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition.
And we're back for the bottom of the 7th inning. Shelton 8, Prairie 5. The Falcons are coming up.
Yeah, Kylie Moore is leading off, the second baseman, number 9. And she's 1 for 3, has a single back in the first.
Waits for the first pitch from Johnny Gooley. Here comes.
Ooh.
Just outside.
Ooh. Ooh.
Been missing that spot just by that much. So 1 ball, no strikes. To Kylie Moore. Here's a pitch on the way. Strike 1 called. A nice group of people behind us.
Yeah, it's a good group all around here. There's a lot of fans here watching this game, and people behind us are trying to figure out if they're strikes or balls too.
Low ball 2-2-1 to Kylie Moore, the leadoff batter for Prairie here. Bottom of the 7th inning, 8-5 game with Shelton on top. Notice a lot more people are joining us now online. Yeah. Here's the 2-1. Ball 3 called. 3 balls, 1 strike.
It's been a strike all day long.
Here's the 3-1. And that's going to be a walk.
A leadoff walk.
Had to watch the home plate umpire just a little bit.
And now up is number 15, the designated hitter, Larkin Halbeck. And Larkin is 1 for 3, had a single back in the 5th.
Hate to remind everybody that the Falcons did walk off with a grand slam in their last game. First pitch to Halbeck is a strike. It's same location. It's a couple of those balls. So strike 1.
Yeah.
To Halbeck.
Yeah, that'd be a great spot to just keep throwing that pitch. And
it'd be ball 1, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, nobody out for Prairie. Pitch on the way to Halbeck. It's going to be ball 2. 2-1.
This is when you got to bear down here and just let your defense play ball, and you know they're gonna
concentrate on the hitter.
Yep.
Pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. I noticed that Michaela Lee moved over to that spot to kind of make sure.
Yeah.
So 2-2. Next pitch on the way. And that's out number 1. So 1 down.
That puts a double play in order here to end the game. If they can get a nice little grounder to in the middle infield, they can turn this around.
Yeah, and now up is number 12, the third baseman, Emerson Blunt. And Emerson is 0 for 3. Grounded out twice through the shortstop.
First pitch to her. It's going to be strike called, so 0-1. Again, 1 on, 1 out. Kylie Moore's at first base for the Falcons.
Hit it again to the shortstop?
Sure.
Blunt waits for the next pitch from Maguli. Oh, that's just low. 1-1.
Good spot to miss right there. You know, it's you got that low called strike there. You'd think that the hitter would remember that and chase a little bit, but good discipline at the plate. And Johnny's going to come back here and get a good pitch.
Here's the 1-1. Oh, just a little too far, home plate umpire says. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. Runner at first for Prairie. 8-5 is our score. Highclimbers on top. Prairie at bat. Blunt, next pitch. It's going to be ball 3. Really? Seems like a left.
Yeah, it's tough when you start getting tighter in the zone at late in the game. You've been pitching there all day.
Here's a 3-1. There's a strike 2 called. Kind of looked like the last 3 pitches, but okay.
Yeah, it's that was a little bit more in, but I still think that's. I'm having a hard time because it looks off the plate, but you know I'm not. I got a weird little angle here.
Yeah. Here's the full count pitch, and it's going to be a walk. So the Falcons have runners at first and second now.
And now up is Emily Bergquist. And Emily is 0 for 1, struck out the first, but has got on base the last 2 times by way of a walk.
She does. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, this is a good job by the Highclimbers going out there and making sure they settle their freshmen down. I mean, Johnny Gooley is cool as the other side of the pillow, but she's everybody's susceptible to these high-pressure moments, and they're going out making her smile and letting her focus on the task at hand right here.
So Kylie Moore is at second, Blunt is at first, and Bergquist is waiting for the first pitch to her. 1 out, 2 on. Bottom of the 7th, 8-5 is her score. Here's a pitch on the way. It'll be low, ball 1.
What's her pitch count?
106. Bergquist waiting for the 1-0. Strike on that outside corner. 1-1. Again, 2 on. 1 out.
Max faking that throw back to second, but this is not a situation you want to throw behind a runner. That run out there doesn't mean a whole lot.
Pitch on the way. Strike 2, the good drop it, throw to third, and in there safely is going to be Moore.
Runners at the corners here. The runner from first didn't advance on that. 2 strike count, 1-2.
Yeah. Here's the pitch on the way. Little dribbler right back to Gooley. Gooley bobbled it, throws over to first for the out there. Coming in to score, however, is Kylie Moore. And that gives Heritage another run. So that's 8-6 now with 2 out.
It was good to get the sure out. That was great.
Absolutely. Outs are way more important than than anything else right now. And you got a runner on second.
Right.
Looks like
made her way to second base.
Looks like we have a pinch hitter coming in here with Ari Dreger.
No, is it number 11?
Number 11, Ari Dreger. She's gonna hit for Alyssa Pugh.
Or Ariel, her first name, full name.
Yeah, she wrote it down as Ari. So
yeah, well, it's Ari works, but we'll go with Ari. Just saying what I have down here.
Yep, I got
Ariella, Ari, okay.
Ariella. So 2 out, 1 in, 1 on. Runner at second base in Blunt. And Dredger waits for first pitch. Swings it, pops it up. Is it playable in foul territory? It's not. It's out of play. So 0-1 is the count to Dredger. 2 out, 1 on, 1 in.
This is so doggone exciting. I just can't stand it.
Really?
Yeah, I love this.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a little ground ball goes foul up third baseline, 0-2.
I want Johnny to get rid of that ball. Yep, good job. Good job.
So you got an 0-2 to Dredger. Runner at second base in Blunt. Emerson Blunt. And Ari Dredger is the batter with an 0-2. Pitch, swing, and that was foul, tipped right under my feet.
Straight back.
Yeah. Count remains to no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, 1 on, 1 in. Dredger does represent the tying run if she gets on base. Here's a pitch on the way. Strike 3. It's a game.
No, then it's drop third strike.
What, is it not? Oh, now we're going to have a little controversy here.
Yeah, we're out.
Yeah, that is out. Highclimbers advance to district championship game at 6:30, so it's about an hour from now, a little more than an hour from now. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
When it comes to real estate, experience matters. For over 40 years, the Conklin team at Windermere has been helping Mason County buy and sell homes with care, dedication, and local expertise. We are Jeff, Andy, Shelby, Chrissy, and Laura, your neighbors, climber sponsors, and friends. Thinking about selling or curious what your home is worth, or maybe you're ready to find the perfect spot to call your own. Simply scan the QR code and drop us a line. We'd love the chance to connect and help make your next chapter a great one.
If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. Use the handle @MasonWebTV to find us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Blue Sky Social. Subscribe and follow Mason Web TV so you never miss anything. Also, thank our sponsors who are helping make this broadcast possible. They include the Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community.
When the time comes for the assistance of real estate professionals, look to the team that has been consistently helping people buy and sell real estate for over 40 years in Mason County. Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, Shelby, and Laura from the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate take great pride in our area and are proud sponsors of our community. If you are interested to know what your property might be worth or want to find just the right spot, scan that QR code and drop us a line. We'd be honored to help.
Save time and save trees by signing up for Smart Hub and going paperless with PUD3. It's quick and easy to check your account online or in the Smart Hub app. Check your billing history and your power usage to compare with the weather or changes in your power usage habits. Save a lot of stamps and printing with online bill pay. Last year, we saved more than $51,000 when customers went paperless. Learn more at pud3.org/paperless.
Well, it's a final in the semifinal between Shelton and, Prairie and the Highclimbers.
Yeah.
Pull it out 8-5. Very, very impressive win to just keep their composure when they fell down 2-0 in the first inning.
Yeah, that is exactly right. I mean, they would have had every opportunity to say, okay, well, these girls are good, but no, we've watched them play all year long. They do not give up. They are competitive as all get out, and they just said, okay, you got 5 or you got 2 in the first, we'll get 4 in the second, and we'll take the lead, and then we're going to keep the pressure on that pitcher. And she pitched great. I mean, I think she had almost 130 pitches in that game, and but they put her in a tight spot, and she just they made her uncomfortable, and Highclimbers did a great job playing great defense again, hitting the ball when they needed to, getting base runners around, and getting them on into score. Excuse me. And just an exciting game, and good for those girls. It's an amazing win, and it's an awesome opportunity to go on here and play for the district title.
Wow. Oh, I was just looking at this. Mackenzie Moore, you mentioned her. She had 128 pitches. Good estimation there. 11 strikeouts.
Yes.
For her. Johnny Gooley, a little bit more efficient, 113 pitches, and she had 9 strikeouts.
Yeah.
Which brings us to 20 strikeouts, and with the 14 combined runs, right? So yeah,
wow.
14. That's $34 for the food bank here out of this game. We have another game to go here. We just don't know who they're playing just yet.
Looks like that one's over there too, so hang on just a second, I'll find out.
Okay, we'll find out. Jerry, what do you have for us?
Okay. Good job, Diedrich and Andy.
They're going to play Kelso.
And for Prairie, they had 6 runs. Prairie had no errors. Okay, Mackenzie Moore was 2 for 2, had a home run, and she got on base 5 times. Peyton Miller was 1 for 4, had a home run. Kylie Moore was 1 for 3, had a single and a walk. Larkin Hallback was 1 for 4, had a single. Emerson Blunt was 0 for 3, but did have a walk. Emily Berquist was 0 for 2, but did have 2 walks. Lessa Plew was 1 for 3, had a single. Ashlyn Souther was 1 for 3, had a single. Presley Burke was 0 for 3. And Ari Dreger was 0 for Oh. Okay, so we're looking at Prairie had no errors, like I mentioned, and Prairie, like I said, had 7 hits and 6 runs. They left 7 on base. Okay, for the Highclimbers, Abby Falua was 1 for 2, had a single. Cassandra Tyler was 0 for 4. Haley Schopenhauer was 0 for 2 but had 2 walks. Johnny Gooley was 0 for 4. Lexi Rowland was 1 for 1, had a double, 2 walks. Riley Rowland was 2 for 3, had 2 singles. Emmy McFarland had quite a night. She was 3 for 3, had 2 singles, and had a home run, 3 RBIs. Kaylee Ricks was 1 for 4, had a single. Michaela Lee was 1 for 2, had a single, for a total of 9 hits for the Highclimbers. And RBI-wise, for the Highclimbers, going through here, let's look and see. Emily McFarland, like I said, had 3 RBIs. Kaylee Ricks had an RBI. Michaela Lee had 3 RBIs. I think that was it. Anything else there?
No, you're right on. You're right on with the official scorer here.
Okay, good.
You're right on.
But you know the thing too. It looks like the Highclimbers had a couple errors. They had 2 errors.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Who cares? They won.
Yeah, that's right.
what a game! What a game!
Yeah.
I am so proud of the Highclimbers.
Yeah, well, we got another one to go here.
Yes.
In about an hour, the Shelton Highclimbers advance to the District 4 Championship game against Kelso, and that's set to go at 6:30. That could change, though. We might want to get in quicker than that if more weather's coming in. Yeah. We'll see what the officials say. Unfortunately for Prairie, their season has come to an end, and that was a good season for them, really.
Yeah, they were 8-1 in league, and what, 14-6 overall?
Yeah, 14-6. Yeah, ended with 14-7. But yeah.
Are we sure they're done? I thought they had another opportunity.
Well, they do have an opportunity. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I guess they do not end it if, in the off chance that Shelton falls in the championship game, there'd be one more game tomorrow against Prairie, and I'm told it's going to be in Shelton, but I'm not sure if that's really true. That's if that all happens. Whoops, sorry.
Well, yeah, it's
a very strange little bracket that they're in.
Yeah.
You have to read the fine print in the whole thing, and it's
the number 1 seed in this. Since we're not in this league, since we're a 3A school that's not in, or we're playing a 2A league. If we win, we're in, and Kelso is the number 2 spot. If Kelso beats the Highclimbers, then tomorrow Prairie and Shelton will play for the number 2 spot.
Right, and the spot in state. We have to throw that out there because that's also on the line.
Right.
You know, the other thing that I liked about Johnny Gooley is in the last 5 innings, she only gave up 1 run.
Yeah, she's nails.
And the other thing you look at is, she did have she was doing pretty well until the last inning as far as the walks, but she had 5 walks, but she had 9 strikeouts.
Yep. She did great.
All right. Well, our next broadcast, of course, is going to be the 6:30 game.
We'll be here in an
hour.
hour.
We'll be right here. We're not moving anything, I don't think, unless they say they're going to go in that field, which I don't think is going to happen.
No.
We're going to stay right here. So, stick around, folks. There'll be a new player on MasonWebTV.com, on our Facebook page, on our YouTube channel, and our Twitch channel. Whatever you choose, you can find it. We'll be here when that happens. About 6:15 we'll be on the air.
Okay.
But we will call this one a wrap as the Highclimbers move on to the district championship game with an 8-6 win.
Wow.
Over Prairie. Stick around. We'll be back in about an hour.
Okay.
The preceding presentation on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition. Mason PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County Public Utility District Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, proudly serving the Hood Canal in Mason County since 1935. The Port of Shelton, promoting possibilities and providing economic benefit to our community. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.